Well, good morning, everyone. I hope that you have already begun your preparations for a wonderful Thanksgiving week. It's Sunday morning recap time, and we're in Hebrews chapter number 13, verses 15 and 16. Let me just say this: God delights in a heart of gratitude. And so I want to encourage you with that to start with. In fact, let me just read the passage to you and just give you some highlights and some reminders from yesterday. Verse number 15 says this. It says, "By him, therefore, let us offer the sacrifice of praise to God continually. That is the fruit of our lips, giving thanks to his name." And so we see the command to have a verbal expression of thanksgiving, that we speak words of gratitude, that we not only don't just think them in our heart, yeah, I'm thankful, but we actually speak them out. And that kind of sounds like something that we're supposed to find an audience where we can express gratitude for the Lord publicly. A time of worship where we are not afraid to express our gratitude as we sing or as we speak of God. We are to have words of gratitude, and when we converse with other people, a graciousness is supposed to flow. But then verse number 16 adds this. It says, "But to do good and to communicate, forget not. For with such sacrifices, God is well pleased." So even the words of thanksgiving are a sacrifice, and the deeds of thanksgiving. Oftentimes, when we get out there and we serve others, we feel better about the circumstances that we're traveling. It doesn't actually change the circumstances very much, but it changes how we are looking at those circumstances, how we are, instead of thinking I'm all alone, no one else suffers but me, we're actually helping someone else. Maybe their suffering is not the same, but at the same time, we realize that there's a fellowship in this world, humanity, all fellowships around the reality that at some point in time we're going to be suffering, we're going to be in need, we're going to need to ask for help, things like that. And so we always want to be remembering that we should be offering the verbal sacrifice of praise and the sacrifice of deeds that reflect thanksgiving or gratitude. In fact, really, I gave our church family just a twofold help with this. And so this is something that's supposed to naturally flow, but when it doesn't naturally flow, we're going to need some help. And so I gave this challenge, and I want to give it to you. And number one is that we need to begin our gratitude list. And that's a sheet of paper or a to-do list item where you can add 5 specific things. I think that somehow, we need to have a gratitude list. And what we need to do is write down at least five things that we're thankful for. And include 2 people in that, because I think that sometimes we can be very narrow. I'm thankful for my shoes. I'm thankful for my pants. I'm thankful for... No. Let's be real about this. What are we really thankful for? Find 5 things. Write it down. 2 need to be people. We need to write down something about God, at least one thing about God, something that we possess, something that God has given us. We can say, that right there I have, and I'm thankful for that. Maybe it's someone you know that you really get encouragement from. List them. Something that has changed your life. List that. Every one of us has salvation, and so we can at least list that and say, I'm thankful for that. So 5 things. And then what I encourage you to do is each day, add one more item to the list, whether it be another name, another thing, another specific from the Lord, or even a reason why you're thankful for those other 5 things. We're just adding to this every day, at least one item of gratitude. And I know that you're going to think it's going to be tough at first, but really, it's going to be tough to narrow it down to 5 when you start to think about it. And then it's going to be tough to only add one thing. Just so you know, those aren't limitations. Those are minimum requirements for this to actually do something. And so don't hold back. We're coming into a time period where there could be some incredible family difficulties that we need to get past. Maybe Thanksgiving dinner always seems to have that rub in it. Well, maybe with your taking the next several days before Thanksgiving and praying and talking through a list every day about Thanksgiving will have your heart prepared for those tough conversations when they come. I know that this has been something that we have from time to time, even in my own family, as the family's extended and other things that we do throughout the holiday weekend. We need to be ready to be gracious at every turn, and then behave in ways that are gracious. Not just speak gracious words that could be memorized and spoken, but actually behave graciously. that a heart of gratitude will produce this. It should flow naturally from us. It's commanded so that we know that even if it's not naturally flowing, we're not excused. And so keep that in mind. This week, enjoy a wonderful Thanksgiving. This is the only video I'm uploading just today, and the rest of the week I want you to spend time with family, get prepared for just a lot of fun, remembering the things that you're grateful for. Remember, list 5 things you're grateful for, and then each day add one more. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving.